Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Eliezer Melamed Shlita. Here we are, Yom Chamishi, but before I begin, I just have to share with you an incredible experience. Yesterday in Livingston, New Jersey, we had the distinct honor to be able to host Rav Melamed himself in person. We brought him to the yeshiva, and he spoke to various grades in the school, and just to show him the area, and then he came to shul. And perhaps the most surreal part is that in between Mincha and Maariv, we always learn Peninei Halacha, and I was teaching, so I'm teaching the Peninei Halacha, and the author is sitting right in front of me, which is just very daunting, to say the least, but a tremendous kavod to have the Rav here in shul, and he shared with us Divrei Torah and Divrei Bracha, and it was just an absolute honor, and I think people understood the gravity of how important that was to have a Torah luminary like that in our shul, so we feel very, very fortunate. And we ask everyone to please continue davening for Chayalei Tzva Gana Yisrael, Refuah Shlema L'Chol P'tuei Yisrael, and return of our hostages for Kivuras Yisrael. And we learn each day L'Ili Nishmat Seren Daniel Shimon Ben Harav Doron V'Sheli Hashem Ekum Damo. The next halacha, Kriyas B'Tefillah. B'chamisha Mekomos Tiknu Chachamim L'Chra B'Tefillah. In 5 different places, Chazal instituted that we should bow down, and we'll see exactly what that means, but bow down during Shemoneh Esreh. B'tchilas birchas avos u'besofa, in the beginning and end of the first bracha of what we call avos. B'tchilas birchas modim u'besofa, in the beginning and end of modim. And ubesiyam hatfila b'eish yifsal acharav shalosh psios, and then when you take the 3 steps back at the conclusion of Shemoneh Esreh, that's when you should bow down. V'tiknu l'chara b'shtei brachos elu, and they instituted that you should bow down during those 2 brachas specifically, shehina chashuvos biyoser, because they are the most important. And we have to work harder to have kavanah. And if somebody wants to bow down in the beginning or the end of a different bracha, we have to teach them not to do so, so that we don't uproot the institution of Chazal. And also, you don't want to look like you're more righteous than anyone else. Oh, I'm bowing and they're not. I'm frummer, etc. In the middle of the brachas, not during the bracha part itself, Baruch Atah, but in the middle, if a person wanted to bow down slightly, certainly one is allowed. So the way you bow is you say the word Baruch Atah and you bow down. And we never bow down when saying Hashem's name. So it's Baruch Atah, and then you're standing upright when you say Hashem. Uvamodim, and when we say modim, korea kashiyomar modim anachnu lach, mizdakef kashiyomar Hashem. Same thing goes in modim anachnu lach, sho'atahu, and then when you say Hashem's name, you're standing upright. Hakriyos tzricha lios ad shispoka kochulios shebeshedra. So bowing is so that you should make sure that all the parts of your spine are bent over. Kolomar shachulios sheba'amod hashedra yivaltu begabo. That the parts of your spine, right? So, you have different sections of your spine and surround your spinal cord, and that they should sort of stick out from your body when you're bending over, that you could see them protruding. Not that you'll actually see it, but in other words, that's what's accomplished. And you should bow your head down in your body until your face reaches the height between your heart and your loins, so to speak. But you don't bow down all the way till the belt area, shener kayura, because this is like being arrogant. And someone who's old or someone who is ill or has difficulty, some sort of pain, and it's difficult to bow down, and then you should just bend your head to the ability that your body allows. And you should do so quickly, because we want to show that we want to subjugate ourselves to Hashem. However, when you come back straight up, yizdakev la'at. You just straighten out slowly, because we, almost like you want to be interested in saying that I want to continue this bowing. It's similar to when you have a kibbutz, let's say you run towards shul, but you walk away from shul slowly. So we quickly bow, but then we exit the bow slowly. There are 2 customs when it comes to how we should bow. So the way Ashkenazim say, when you say Baruch, you bend with your knees, and then Atah, you bend with your spine. And modim, when we don't have a Baruch, Yishcha me'at below l'choviv tchilas haberkayim. We don't bend with the knees, we just bend straight down with the spine. No knee action. Svardim nogal al pi ha'arizal l'chro b'shnei shlavim. In Svardim, they follow the custom of the Ari, and they bow in two sections, two portions. B'tchil yichov es kufo. First, you bow your body below the chrob without the knees, so you do the spine, and then your head. And then when you straighten out, first you straighten out your body, and then you straighten out your head, and that comes from the Kaf HaChaim. So again, it's important to know when to bow, how to bow, and reason why we bow. So I thank you for spending time with us, as now I will bow out. Please remember to daven for Chayil Yitzvah and Yisrael, for Shalom Chol Tzvei Yisrael, and return of our hostages, the Perez Yisrael, and Nishmat Saren Daniel Shemoneh Esreh, Rav Daron V'Shili Shem Thanks again for listening. Have a great day. I'll see you here next time.